It's like, guys, how do we go from racing and police at this Ferguson, Eric Garner moment? How do we go from gentrification when my rent just went up to big money in politics? That's not the sexiest water cooler thing. But you guys are all smarter than me, so I'm going to start with you, public advocate, and ask, how does big money and politics infiltrate us where we live every day in ways, big or small, we might not even realize?
The reality is that our system of government is broken. And it's broken because of the influence of big money. And so if you want the voice of everyday New Yorkers, individuals who care about the crisis in affordable housing, gentrification, community policing, if you want more women and more people of color, and more everyday individuals, individuals who just really fundamentally believe that government can be used for good, then we've got to remove the big money and the influence that big money has, because right now they have hijacked our government.
But the truth is, we can't talk about gentrification without talking about money in politics, because look at the power of a handful of real estate interests that have hijacked our city.
Right.
You can't talk about the future of our energy policy without talking about money in politics, because there is so much invested in gas, coal, trying to keep us back from a solar energy, renewable energy future. You can't talk about education policy without talking about money in politics, because this past year, basically 4 hedge fund managers spent millions and millions of their own dollars to try to control education policy in New York State. And unfortunately, in a lot of ways, they succeeded. Not just how much money we're getting, but the way in which that money is spent, the way in which teachers are evaluated. That's being driven by a handful of big donors. So the public advocate is exactly right. We have a broken system. We cannot have a private financing system and actually have self-governance. We have to move away from private financing altogether. So if you think it's not affecting you, it's affecting you so much you can't even see it.